As an avid basketball fan, I am very much in the know of most news when it comes to the NBA, NCAA, and sometimes high school. Unfortunately, this is an ongoing subject that has been taken to the next level. Jamie Newman, the father of midget superstar Julian Newman, started his own fucking school, which ironically was partly named after his brand Prodigy. The school name is Prodigy Prep, where, and I quote from Jamie Newman himself, "We've already got a game against IMG and we're setting up a bunch of other marquee games," Jamie said. "The schedule is going to be the toughest schedule in the country, but that's what we want." Now let me say, this is the biggest publicity stunt I have ever seen in my 19 years of breathing air. Now I know I will not receive any views unless I somehow blow up from this video, and I really want to talk about the Jamie Newman versus LeVar Ball debate, but that'll be done at another time. But let me just talk about this first of all. Now this video will not be on Julian Newman specifically, because if I did, it'd turn more into a rant. But if we hit 10 likes on this video, I will do that as my next video, and yes, I know I'm definitely underachieving for likes. But you already know who it is. Let's get this video started. Roll it!
He incurred an injury dealing with weights in the weight room, so he stitched up in the left hand doing all this.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Firstly, let's talk about Jamie Newman's tactics as a businessman. Jamie Newman uses his kids to the extreme, and there's no other way to say it. Now, he trains his two kids, which is respectable, and has highlighted them all over the internet since they were in elementary school. But where it gets to the extreme is where he basically begs and spams to big TV shows to have their kids on their show for even more exposure. Since Julian was a kid, he has been on the Conan O'Brien Show, the Steve Harvey Show, Good Morning America, Ellen, and many more. Now, of course, this is simple at first, just a famous kid prodigy being well known by being on famous shows. It happens all the time, but this one is different. Why, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. When Julian was just a 5th grader, he started playing varsity basketball with almost fully grown adults. And in the 7th grade, he was the youngest player to score 1,000 points on varsity. This is fine, as he was just developing himself against high school competition, but after a certain point, shouldn't the goal be, hey, you're one of the best players in your class. Why don't you take yourself to a better school, improve your stock, and make it to the ultimate goal of playing D1 basketball? Unfortunately, that's the problem. Jamie Newman is not thinking about his son to succeed. Rather, he is thinking for himself and his stupid brand, which is why he has gone and done very few crucial things to hinder Julian's stock for colleges. Firstly, he has given him the literal green light to do whatever he likes on the court, as his dad is the coach and controls the team. This may create the crazy highlights you see on Ball is Life and other high school basketball outlets, but what it really does is make his team a literal failure. This year, his team has gone 17-26, which is a winning percentage of 39%, against some of the lower rated schools in the state. And even worse is that when he goes against top competition himself, he does not do good, let alone his team. Next, you have turned him into a player that cares more for individual success rather than team success. Now, for him to be losing against the competition he goes against just to score 30 points is ridiculous. Now, via Max Preps, it says that he averages 32 points on 47% shooting, which has to be a lie because he constantly shot chucks, so I can only assume that someone has tweaked his stats a little bit. But anyway, it is not going to look good for your son if he is losing and going after stats, which is not a good attribute to have. Also, let's talk about how he plays for the camera, as he does things just to get the crowd and viewers going by trying to cross up everything in sight with 2 legs and shooting nearly half-court bombs with that atrocious jump shot he has, if you can even call it a jump shot. All in all, dude is staying at that school so Julian can have all the spotlight instead of him actually becoming a good player at a good school. Letting him gain all these bad habits in the first place will only hinder him if he goes to play college basketball, if he even plays, since he is now a senior with 0 scholarship offers. Lastly, I believe he is just trying to profit off of his son altogether. He has the Prodigy brand and is now taking a page out of LeVar Ball's book and has a pop-up shop for the brand at Julian's games and at his local gym even, which I believe is his final goal, just to mooch off of Julian's popularity. But what will happen after he graduates? He will most likely not be playing college basketball, and even if he does, it will not be at a high level. Jamie Newman is basically just going to use up his son until he's irrelevant. If he does not play college basketball, I can almost guarantee that he becomes some type of social media influencer for basketball, and again, his father will just continue using that popularity for money. If he again would just try to send Julian to a good school, he could become a good player and somewhat get some positive attention than all the negative attention he's been getting throughout the years. And as the final straw, he is now taking things to a new level by forming his own school while claiming to go against the best schools in the country. People who truly know Jamie Newman know this is not for the benefit of Julian, but it's for his own benefit, as we all know he's going to pull this off and will be blown out by every school they go against. When we should know this is all for the headlines on Ball's Life and other outlets just for him to make money off of his weak brand. Just imagine having children solely on making money off of their work. But this being Julian Newman's senior year and Jamie Newman's master plan, it will be interesting to see how many blowouts and even if they can even win a game. That and how Julian's future will turn out due to his father's actions. But anyway, that was my thought on this huge publicity stunt that the Newman family is trying to pull off. When the rosters are final, I may even do a video on that just to see if he has a decent teammate. However, I actually want them to do good, but there is a low chance that they get any decent players to go to their school, which means there's a low chance of them actually winning. The only reason I can imagine anyone going to this is just for national attention, and they'll maybe receive a chance at a scholarship if they're even good. Finally, I have noticed that it is Father's Day this weekend, and since this video is on Julian Newman's dad, I might go after a clickbaity title just for fun. Make sure to follow my Twitter and my Instagram and check out my Twitch, as I will start doing live streams at 2K and even get out some L's to my subs and play now. Also, make sure that you like this video, comment your thoughts, as I know the Newman family is a hot topic in the basketball community for their antics. Anyway, this is your boy Alvini Linguine, signing out.